So I will start by asking, what is IPOB? Who are the IPOB?
Okay, so IPOB means the indigenous people of Biafra. Like if you were in the map of Biafra during the Civil War, you are an IPOB. Then there are two differences of IPOB. You have IPOB by oath and you have IPOB by origin. Then the IPOB by oaths are the ones that have decided to bring the emancipation of Biafra into fruition. Then IPOB by normal human beings by birth, even if every Igbo man, no matter your location you are an IPOB person, not a member. They didn't take any oath. You understand? So the IPOB by oath have sworn with their lives, whether women, men, whoever it is, to make sure that to make sure that Biafra comes to fruition. These are the two different. This is just IPOB.
Now, my question that I want to ask you now is now currently I think we are one Nigeria. Abi? Does this
Yeah,
thing you guys are yes you guys are agitating for Biafra? Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Now
yeah, yeah,
let me say I am an Igbo boy. I'm just using myself as an example. I'm not an Igbo boy actually, but let's say I am Igbo. Then
yeah,
automatically I am IPOB by birth. Abi?
yeah. Yes.
Okay, now I am based in Abuja. I own my house in
Okay.
Abuja. I don't have a house in Enugu, where I'm from.
Okay.
And this same movement, whatever, I don't believe in the Biafra, whatever. I believe in one Nigeria. What
Okay.
what will you how do you classify me?
You are a Biafran, no matter where you are from. It is only a referendum that will solve this matter. That is the reason why IPOB is only what's it called? Is only demanding for referendum. If the referendum is done and you say you want to stay in your Abuja, no problem. You say you want to stay in Cotonou, no problem. A referendum, that's what IPOB wants. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. What Biafrans want is the Biafrans are democratic in nature. What they want is a space to do their thing, to make use of their God-given talents, not somebody subduing them in the name of government and the rest of them. It will be a confederation where people will be able to use their God-given talents, not this rubbish politics. You get? I have a lot of things that you will learn from. That is, if you want to learn, or if you are not biased, or if you are not clingy with this Nigerian thing, you will understand that. You understand that we are not even supposed to be that country. Okay, if we want to be a country, let us sit down and talk about this country. Like we will sit down on a round table. It is not going to be Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. It is going to be Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Efik, Ibibio, Bini, Eshan. Everybody will sit down together and say, "This is how we want to live in this country." We will bring our own constitution and live with it. Not somebody from one section of this country telling us what to do. So if there's a referendum, you say you want to be, you are an Igbo man, you say you want to reside in Abuja. Fine. Nobody's going to argue with that. It's just a referendum. One man, one vote. The international communities will be there. They will do everything. So why is the Nigerian government or whoever afraid of that? Can't anybody live on his own and do whatever he wants on his own? That's what we are saying. It's not like nobody's fighting for war. Nobody's agitating for war. Nothing.
Okay, Mr. Oni. Now,
Yeah.
so many people out there who just think this IPOB, this Biafra thing is just all about the Igbos alone.
Yeah.
That's what so many people have been in a table where we've had a discussion of such, and they were like, this movement is just basically the Igbos, And I believe this Biafra of a thing. If let's say if Nigeria should say, okay, let's divide the country and give these people what they've been seeking and what they've been wanting, I believe there are so many other states inclusive. There's going to be Biafra states like Akwa Ibom, I think yes, Akwa Ibom, Cross River. Those are states that are not Igbos, Abi. Those states should be in Biafra, according to the map, Abi.
Yeah. Just browse the old eastern region. The old eastern region are all Biafrans, including the Delta self. If that's the reason why we want to do a referendum. If the Isoko or the Urobo say they are not Biafrans, fine. The Delta, the Delta people are not one tribe. We have Igbos in Delta. Even in Edo State, we have Igbos there. Did you get me? So what I'm no, listen. What I'm trying to let you know is that just go to the. I don't get time to come begin to mention names of people. That's why I said it is a referendum. If you decide, wherever you decide, after all, the Adamawa State had a referendum back in the days. Atiku was supposed to be a Cameroonian man. It was a referendum that brought him into Nigeria. We all know that, unless if you don't know. So if there was a referendum once in this country in the 1960s, there should be a referendum now again. So you will decide where you want to belong to. It's very simple. Nobody waiting till they come and fight for. Nobody is fighting anybody. Referendum is what we need. You understand? So if you are in Delta State, you are Urobo, you are in Shekiri, you are Okpe or whatever, you understand? Which is in the Biafran map, and you said you don't want to be a Biafra. It is very simple. You join them, the Nigeria people or Duduwa or something. But we just want to make sure that we don't leave our people behind. That's what we're trying to do. We have Igbos everywhere. We have Igbos in Kogi. We have in Benue. We have in what's it called? We have, in fact, Iguacha is Igbo. Ikore is Igbo. No matter how they try to paint it, we speak Igbo everywhere where that you go to. So it was after the Biafra War because they don't want to, because of the economic strangulation being given to the Igbo people. Many of them started denying their identity. We are all Igbos. How you go answer Onyekachi or answer Chibueze? You tell me you're not Igbo. It's not possible. The Biafra war did a lot of things to us, but we don't bother. We are trying to take our people along so that we can make use of our God-given talents. We get people, we get talents now. What's happened? We have talent, we have people. We have people that can make things happen. Even if it's the 5 states, let them give us. But we just want to do we just want to do this referendum first. Whoever says he wants to go to the north and stay there, fine. Whoever says he wants to join the Nigeria, fine. But the good thing is that the God Almighty knows that we have done the referendum and everybody choose his or her own part, then we'll establish ourselves.
Can
If
you
I don't know
explain
the
the
meaning,
referendum? What you mean by
if I don't,
referendum?
bros, if I don't
Sorry.
know the meaning of referendum, if I don't know
Okay.
the meaning of, I wouldn't be saying it. Okay, fine. Since you know the meaning of referendum more than me or whatever, just tell me what referendum is, please.
Okay, wait.
Well, a
Okay, wait.
referendum is a general vote
Okay, wait.
by the
Okay, wait. Okay,
electorate
wait.
on a single political question that has been referred to them for a direct decision. Now, you're talking of they should give you guys a referendum. If there's going to be any referendum, it will be in the Senate or and the House of Reps, not people like I and you, inclusive in this referendum to make any decision whatever. You have people in charge of your constituency. They are the one who is going to speak out on that referendum. That's just the gospel truth. And now, sorry, Mr. Onyi. And now, you see, there are so many things happening in the Senate and in the House of Reps. Most times, if they want to bring such referendum, even some people from your own place, that region your IPOB, they are against that referendum and they are against that Biafra movement. Now you're saying now my question now is these other regions that are supposed to be Biafra, like Akwa Ibom and the rest. Now, okay, what if this state now comes out and like, we are not part of this whole Biafra. We want to be with Nigeria. We are one Nigeria. It won't be possible. They cannot give Enugu, Onitsha, Imo, this as a country.
Let me
It's
tell
this the
you,
bitter
brother.
truth. This is just the bitter truth.
No,
I'm
no.
telling you, it's just the bitter truth.
Baba, see, I don't know where you are from. I don't know where I don't understand. You may be from the
I'm
Akwa
from
Ibom or
Akwa Ibom.
Rivers or
I'm
whatever.
from Akwa Ibom. I'm
Let
from
me
Akwa Ibom.
You are from Akwa Ibom, right? Do you know that the Ojuku guy, the Ojuku, the late
Yeah.
Ojuku, is second in command was an Akwa Ibom man? Do you know that? Do you know that his son is an IPOB man? Do you know that? Do you know that Nnamdi Kanu is just a spokesperson? Do you know people under IPOB? See, the artists I don't need to tell you. The artists I don't need to talk. You don't really know what is
No,
going on.
sorry,
Do you get
Mr. Onyi, sorry.
me?
Can you see it is
Excuse me.
Mr. Onyi?
Excuse me. Excuse me now. Excuse me
This
now.
is not an
IPOB
argument.
that
This is not an argument. Do you get? This is not an argument.
is
I'm just asking questions. We are not arguing whatsoever. I am not
okay.
against what you believe. I am not against what you're practicing. I'm just trying to ask questions to be clear. Do you
Okay.
understand?
I want to now
Yeah.
clear you. Okay,
Okay.
fine. I want to now. The assistant, what's it called? The assistant secretary of Nnamdi Kanu is an Akwa Ibom woman. Did you get it? This in fact they are the ones injuring the more. It's just that everything is just centered on the Igbo people because of it was Ojukwu as an Igbo man, the rest of them.
Kingsley defined a referendum, and it seems you have a different meaning. Please, just for the people, for the viewers that are watching, and also for everyone to be in the same page, can you tell everyone what a referendum is so that we will know whenever you say referendum, we know what you're talking about?
I've told you what referendum is. Referendum is based on a particular area. If they are supposed to do a referendum now, in this particular situation, on this particular thing we are, from my own perspective, you understand? I don't know. I know there's a stronger perspective in the way that I feel, not the one that Kesley said. Because if it is so, it will happen in Adamawa State. The referendum that happened in Adamawa State was held by the United Nations. Nobody even knew what was going on. Just like a few people just decided not to stay in Cameroon. They came to Nigeria, and it happened. They came to Nigeria, and it was divided. Adamawa, then Cameroon, and stuff. You understand? I don't want to even talk about this referendum thing, but I want to tell you that it is referendum that we want in this Nigeria, or we sit down on a round table and talk about how we want to live in this country. If there's nothing like that, then we'll keep suffering the way we're suffering. Everything will keep just going on like that, the way it is. For me, it is referendum or a round table discussion. Even Goodluck Jonathan said it once. There's no Nigeria. For real, if you are real, you should know. Nigeria, there's no script, there's no document about Nigeria as I'm talking to you now. And Nigeria expired 2014 with documentation. Look for it in the Google. Look for it inside Google. Just look for it inside the Google. You will see it. Nigeria has 2014. So we're supposed to come together as a country, not Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Efik. Everybody will sit down on a round table and discuss our how is it going to be? Are we going to be Nigerians, or let's change constitution? Look at how we are going to live. Fine. Which was what Ojukwu advocated. They changed everything and turned the whole thing around. That's why I don't believe media. They changed everything. People started having these different conceptions about the Igbos or about Biafra war and the rest of them.
Okay, wait, Onyi,
Let's
Onyi, wait,
Bros,
Onyi, wait,
bros, I don't invest because you know what, these discussions, it intrigues me.
I have a question because a lot of people don't know this. So can you tell us what ASN is? What is the meaning of ASN and what is the function of ASN?
Okay, fine. ESN means Eastern Security Network, and then ESN was established when after Nnamdi Kanu had meetings with the what's it called, the five governors, the five state eastern governors. You understand? He told them to try and establish a vigilante in the bushes because our people were being killed, raped, women killed in their farms, and the rest of them. They didn't listen to him. They never listened. He wrote them memos. I still have them on different occasions. Please hearken to the voice. People are dying in our areas. They are taking people. They are taking over people's lands. I know their motive. They didn't say anything. He kept mute for about a year and 2 months. Nobody knew what he was doing until ESM emerged. Now, ESM emerged. not to harm anybody, because you cannot be harming the people that you are taking care of, people that you are protecting. You cannot harm them. It's impossible. You can't. Now, their work was to secure the bushes, just the bushes, to avert these Fulani herdsmen marauding the bushes, killing people and stuff in their farms. That was what ESN was made of. But the government of the day didn't like it. You can imagine, what's it called? David Mai said he was going to bring out something that would counter ESN. Meanwhile, he was written and told, they agreed in a meeting that they were going to be establishing such. When the time comes, they all formed, they didn't hear anything about it. And they kind of had no option because the IPOB family had money to recruit anybody. It was written in the air. If you're in the army, if you're in the navy, you're in the police, and you feel they don't pay you very well, come, we will pay you very well. Defend your land. Defend your land instead of defending the country that don't care about you. That's how many of them left the army. Many of them left their homes to join ESN. Is it not better to die in your land than to die in one particular country that are playing politics all over here and there with people's lives? It's better they die there in the bushes. They are not just men, they are women. In fact, 60% of ESN commanders are women. That is what people don't know. 60% of ESN commanders are women. They do things very disciplined. They are in the bushes. If anybody tell you that ESN is on the streets, it's a fucking lie. ESN don't come out from the bushes. They are all in the bushes, safeguarding people so they can go to farms and not being killed. That's ESN for
All right.
you. And ESN was established to fight terrorism, Fulani herdsmen.
All right, thank you very much. So, the videos that has been surfacing online, that we can see that some young men are shooting at some cattle now, and we cannot see the Fulani herdsmen that are like carrying the cattle around because they must have run for their life. So, are those people ASN?
Yes, the ones you saw online shooting cattle in the bushes, those are ESN members. Because when they attack them, the Fulani herdsmen will run away and they will have no choice to kill. They will have no choice than to kill any cattle they see around them. The ones that you are seeing is just cattle. A lot of them are being brought down in your own terms now, brought down, you know. But the one you will see is just the cattle. You understand? Those ones you saw shooting, yes, cutting the necks of cows, those are ESN. Those are proper ESN. Any other thing from that?
Um, I want to ask on a question. Thank God this ESN and IPOB. Envy, may God bless you for this very topic you brought. 2000 and okay. Onyi, I want to ask you. Does you said ESN doesn't come out? They are always in the bushes. Do
Yeah.
they come out? Yeah, they don't come out at all.
No, they don't. They are all in the bushes. Unless
Okay,
being directed. Maybe something is happening somewhere around the town, not inside the town, like around the bushes, maybe it's along the villages. Something is happening. They will just send a special squad to the places.
okay.
That's how it is. Yeah.
Well, 2021, ESN killed a friend of mine who was traveling from Delta States to Akwa Ibom. He was in his red Corolla with his girlfriend and another of his friend, and they were going for a wedding. And on their way, those ESN guys stopped their vehicle, came out from the bushes, took took them into the bush, and they released two of those people and killed that my friend. They released the girl and his friend. And now let me give you the reason why they killed this young guy. The guy is a Yahoo boy. He is not a police officer. But that during that NSAS period, that NSAS stuff that they were doing before NSAS, there was this ID card most of all these street boys normally used to do, this police community stuff. Police will now do an ID card for you. Whenever you meet a police officer, you show them that ID card, they'll leave you. they won't harass you. But you are not a police personnel. That was the ID card that killed that my friend. When they stopped his car, they searched them, they saw that ID card, they shout, on the police. He was shouting and telling them he is not a police officer. They didn't give him any chance for him to explain himself. Then his iPhone, his phone, he went for the commissioner of police birthday in Delta State, Asaba. He took a picture with the commissioner of police and his iPhone. That picture was his screensaver. Sorry, his wallpaper. They saw that picture, they saw that ID card, they killed him. His name is Patton. Even today, a group was created for him. Today on WhatsApp, I was added in that group. I think he died and left his 1 year old baby, a girl, small girl. So I strongly believe that group, they created that group for we to try and donate money. Seems the girl are going through hard time. So I want you, Onye, to tell me if you say these guys are in the bushes protecting farmers from headsmen, how come did they get themselves by the roadside and kidnapped my friend, took him to the bush and killed him?
I heard what Kingsley just said. Now, who told you that those people can be ESN? Do you know how many times ESN have saved me? ESN can't do you nothing. You can't just have criminals that just had their way and did something wrong. You will just attribute the thing to ESN. ESN,
Um,
they are in the bushes. Listen to me. Wait. Excuse me. ESN will do nothing to you. ESN are not just Igbo, so ESN are with different tribes. I know some Southern Kaduna people who are ESN people. I know some Akwa Ibom who are ESN people. I know some Calabar people who are ESN people are different people that don't have that kind of that Nigeria you have in your brain. That kind of Nigeria, you don't have it anymore. ESN are different people. How can somebody stop your car and kidnap you and say it's ESN? Those people took oath to protect people. Those people are not like Nigerian soldiers or whatever. Those people may be criminals that have their ways and they just got up. Do you know how many people have lost? My friend, a colonel, my roommate back in Abia State University, he's a colonel. I can send you voice notes now, you will hear it. He was kidnapped. He was kidnapped and later he was killed. I was talking to his wife like 2 days ago. He was killed by people. Then I want you to understand something. I don't know. There were videos. I think there were videos I sent to Emby sometime. I think last year or something like that, where some people were killed by ESN because um they were impersonating ESN to use it to do bad things. One was called Double Dragon. If you can remember, Envy. I sent you videos where they were killed.
Yeah,
ESN
no,
took
no,
their
Excuse me, our point it was double
now.
lion.
You said
His name was double lion.
lion.
yes. His name was Double Lion. He was one of those people that was contracted by Ebonyi State Governor and Hope Uzodinma. This thing had happened a long time ago, but they refused. But one of them were killed, which was called Ikonso. Ikonso was an ESN commander, original ESN was an ESN. Then those Double Lion and the rest of them, they were not ESN members because if you are coming to join ESN, you have rigorous this thing to join ESN. They will have to check if you are clean first. They will do a lot of things if nobody is actually following you, especially the Nigerian government or something. But Igonso came all the way from Thailand. He was working in Thailand. He was a big boy, but he decided to do this thing himself. He came down, he recruited boys in his own areas that he knew that were doing well, that he trusted.
Envy, wait, Onye, please wait, hold on. Sorry, Envy. Regard. Let me come back to this ESN stuff. See, we track, we use the military. We didn't let go of that guy dead. We not leave him like that. Let me tell you, we went far. We tracked his phone, his iPhone. They didn't release the phone. They released those two girls. The phones were with those people in the bush. They tracked the phone to ESN camp. I know what I'm telling you. There was an exchange between the soldiers and those ESN people. 2001. This was when 2021, 2021. This is when this whole thing happened. They couldn't find this guy. His car was packed by the roadside with shells of bullets everywhere.
My nigga, let me tell
I,
you
see, the
something,
thing is
bro.
very annoying. Talking
Kingsley,
about it is
let me tell
making
you
me
something.
feel really bad.
Let me tell
Seriously.
you something. Kingsley, think about ESN. Anything you want to think about it. I know I don't really have time to talk about ESN or whatever. It has already been given a bad name. ESN, when they go community, go rescue community from Fulani herdsmen. Like ESN will come and block road. Are you serious? The real things that are happening, the good things that ESN are doing in our communities, nobody talks about that. Some hoodlums will just come and rob you or kidnap you or kill you. You will just feel they are ESN. Is that how it is? That's the reason why I initially thought about all these things, because you come and start telling me, what, okay, if I go and carry gun and do something now, you just tag me an ESN member.
Only it's the
You
information we got. I am telling the information we got. That's what I'm telling you right now. The information from
excuse
from
me.
from the
How
military
do you know?
personnel.
How do you
I
know?
wasn't there.
How do you know there? How do you
I
know?
wasn't there. It
Ah,
was,
you were not
no,
there.
it was the information.
You weren't there. But they told you they are ESN members. The same propaganda that is ruling this country. The same propaganda that is fucking us up in this country. Who told you? You were not there. You just heard they were ESN members because they carried arms. They came out from the bush,
Okay.
and
See,
for that reason, they were
ESN
ESN.
man.
This same
ESN.
military. This same
Wait
military.
now.
Wait. This
Wait
same
now.
military.
If we're
This same
having
military that
argument
went
like
to
this,
Ojima and killed people. You did not talk about that. This same military that went to Ojima and opened
Excuse.
fire.
It shouldn't be an argument. It should be a discussion. I want Oyin to answer a particular question. Can you tell us who the UGM are and how does that tie to the Biafra struggle?
Let me tell you what the UGM, who the UGM are. Now, there's UGM. People give them the name UGM. UGM is not a name actually. The original people killing the soldiers and the police were people that the soldiers and the police killed their loved ones earlier. It is as simple as that. The people that soldiers and police killed their loved ones. I just told you something now or before. The soldiers went to Oje Market in Owerri and opened fire, killed a lot of people there. Nobody said anything about it though. Not even the media carried it. I was there. I went to my sister. I was doing matric that day. I was there. They killed people, and the next thing you see on social media was UGM. UGM. That's when unknown government came about. To unknown government invaded the market and killed innocent people. For what? How is it going to happen? Can it happen to you that people that you are protecting, you'll be killing them? It's not possible. This thing started when. Let me tell you, if you can listen to me. Oh, this thing started in Abia State, in Aba, where people were waving flags, women, children, men, young guys, youths, and everywhere. Soldiers and police entered into that Okigwedo market, Okigwedo primary school. They opened fire and killed a lot of people, a lot, including women and children. After killing them, the ones they caught alive, they started pouring acid on them. They're on the YouTube now. When people are acting like you don't even research, killed a lot of people. Okay, imagine you killed my mom or you killed my father because then they wave flag and you expect people to leave you. I cannot. Anybody that wears camo or listen, I will find a way and finish that person. Imagine my father or my mother paying my school fees or doing one or two things. She just went to exercise some kind of civil disobedience and you went there and kill her. Why? That was
Okay.
what brought about the original. Listen to me first now. That was what brought about the original unknown gunmen. They don't have problems with you. We see them walking on the streets with the AK-47. They don't talk to them. People even they hail them. People hail them when they come around. People hail them. It was even IPOB that had to beg them that they are being infiltrated by some elements. They had to hide themselves. Whoever UGM you see now, they are not original UGM. UGM cannot do that. Shall we election happened? UGM, did you see UGM come out? They won't come out. They are the ones doing all those things. They were infiltrated by our own brothers who have been bought with money. Gather boys, do this, do that. Make sure this place is not peaceful, so that they will say, just do it. They spend money and the rest of them. What happened? Election happened. They still rigged their election. What happened? Nothing happened. Is that not what happened? The original UGM has entered. They don't even come out again. Sir. They don't even they near whatever UGM you hear now is being sponsored
Okay.
by the governments that be. Oba he said something that he's going to bring something that will counter ESN. ESN when they even don't get time for you inside. Just come inside bush and fight them. That's their own problem. Don't come out as if it is in the road. No problem. They cannot come there. Come inside bush and fight them. Why is the military not in the bushes to fight them? Why is that they kill innocent people? They come and they will display it on everywhere that they've killed ESN. ESN put this like their camps are okay, very okay. Let them come now to the bushes where ESN are. They just go to the primary school and say they've invaded camps. They put it on social media. Everybody just believe them.
Now, I want to ask you a question before I move on. When the military went to the market in Imo State to open fire, was there a particular reason?
There was no reason at that time. There was no just reason at that time. I can testify to that. There was no reason at that time. What you should, what you should know that, what you should know that the more you kill innocent people in the east, the more UGM multiplies. That is what
Hello.
they don't